What is one thing you do for the photographic process that has saved you time? This is the part behind the camera. You know, you're looking through the camera or you're setting up your sets. What is one thing you do during that part of your workflow that saves you time overall?
So that's a great question. I would say before I get to the gear, get to my lights, get to the backgrounds, I sit and talk to my clients.
Mhm.
Be able to talk to them and get an understanding as to what they're hoping to achieve with their headshots. So once they're clear on what they want, then I can set up the lights accordingly, right? So um, most of the lighting that I do is pretty much of a one or two light setup. So I set the lights up first, make sure things are, my client is lit properly. Um, but even peeling back before the client even arrives, I would say I check for things like is my ISO set to the right ISO? Is my white balance set to the white balance? Is my shutter speed set? Are my flashes firing? Things like that.
Yeah.
Essentially the very basic like mechanics of photography, because I don't want it to be where the client walks in and I'm starting to figure all that out in front of them. So those are the first things I take care of.
So I have two questions regarding this. So you said in many cases you're using one light or two lights, let's say.
Yeah.
Are you using a lot of reflectors or any like V flats or type of things? Like what are you just to get a little nerdy on the photo gear? How does that work when you're using such minimal lighting?
So I do use a reflector usually from the bottom, and there's one main light, one reflector in the bottom, and a secondary light, usually from the back or as a hair light,
Hmm.
typically, and possibly a third light for the background itself. If the
Hmm.
background needs to be lit, maybe the background gets a light as well. So maybe two to
Nice.
three lights, ideally.